from your squad tonight?
Well, I thought offensively, I think the offense got the better of the defense today, which is the first time that's really happened in 2011. So we made some big plays on offense. We converted third downs. We didn't turn the football over. We did a lot of really good things, and I think the offensive line continues to improve. We still got to get better. That's the case with every team, but I see us making progress there, and that's really encouraging. We still made too many mistakes that you end up beating yourself. The procedures in the red zone, those type of things, we got to get cleaned up. And defensively, I thought we gave up too many big plays. That because we're playing better on the offensive line, more plays are getting into the perimeter, and we're extremely young in the secondary. So we got to get those guys up to game speed as fast as we can.
You were hoping to maybe give Shills and Hurley about the same amount of reps. Mm-hmm. Do you think that worked out?
Yeah, I think it worked out to be pretty balanced. That Matt took the first set with the ones and Trent with the twos, and then when the ones went again, Trent would go, and then Matt would take the twos. So we're loading both those guys up with reps, and I think they're both they're probably both playing better right now than we had at quarterback at any point last year. So they're both doing a nice job, and we're just going to keep loading them with reps. Like I've said many times, in this league and in college football, I think you need to have at least two good ones, and I think we may have 3 or 4 good ones. So I've been really happy with how our quarterbacks have played all camp.
You've been talking about giving a young team all the way around a lot of reps. I mean, how many plays do you think you got in today?
About 160. Which is
it's
we got a lot of plays in, and we were able to get that young group a bunch at the end there too. So at this point in camp, we just want to load them up with reps, and young teams need experience, and one way to do that is to go long in scrimmages. So this wasn't a half practice, half scrimmage. We got out here and we started going, and we let the guys play, and we'll coach it off the film.
And in terms of playing, you didn't have anything scripted there. It was down, distance, situational, right? In terms of play calling.
Well, it was going to be. We played it like a game. When I spotted the ball, I wanted to make sure that we got some red zone and that we got some goal line stuff. And I think through the course of the scrimmage, all the different third down situations and off schedule downs kind of take care of themselves.
But you see what I'm saying, as opposed to we need to do X amount of this.
Yeah, usually, and I've done this for 12 years as a head coach. The first scrimmage is you let them play, and then the second scrimmage, you got to make sure you hit those situations within 2 minutes, coming out, overtime, things that will happen through the course of the year. So we're a third done with camp. And the first third of camp, we want to get our base install in, and we want to get the meat and bones of what we do on both sides of the football. Now the next 9 days is about, applying what we do to different situations that can happen in football games, along with continuing to get better at the base stuff, and then we start getting ready for Idaho.
Will you talk a little bit about injuries at this point? The most noticeable guy for us,
Yeah, Dwayne Wood should practice tomorrow. He has just a little sprain of his toe, and Dwayne's played a lot of football, so. If we had a game today, Dwayne could have played, but we want to get him healthy. We need Dwayne 100% to start the season, and it's great to give Gabe Martin so much work. You have a guy, Gabe Martin, who probably would have played last year if he didn't get hurt, and he missed all those reps, and now we're just loading him up with reps. So, we said, hey, let's not take a chance with Dwayne. Gabe's going to benefit from getting all that work, and it's going to really help him.
And other injuries beyond that, Kamar, I thought, was not in pads.
Yeah, Kamar just, he hasn't missed a practice, and then late in practice yesterday, he, just kind of tweaked the muscle. He didn't pull it, but it was one of those things that he felt fatigued, and if he pushed it, he thought it would pop. If it pops, now you're looking at 2 weeks. So again, he's played a lot of football. He's been Sean Joplin a ton of reps. He's good for us. To get Ray Hudson in there, he's had a really good camp. Is good for us, and it allowed us to get some younger guys some reps. So, those were guys that if we had a game, they probably would have played. But practice 9, we didn't want to have something to happen tonight that then took him out for 2 weeks, so we played it on the safe side.
Was there anybody else there that's missing at this point?
Adrian Hodges, same thing. I mean, he just felt very tight in the hips and the groin, and in the trainer's opinion, he could have played, but he risked, by playing him and pushing him, you risk popping something, and now if you pull it or have a bad strain, you're going to miss him for the next 10 days, and we didn't want that to happen. Again, if it was a younger player, we might have tried to push him through it, but with guys that have played as much football as those guys, I thought there was more benefit to getting younger guys a lot of reps.
And Foster, was he not playing too?
Same thing.
Same thing, okay.
He bruised his shoulder the other day, and it wasn't a shoulder joint thing. It was just a bad bruise that limited his mobility, and again, we just didn't. He hasn't missed a practice. We just didn't want to push it.
One guy that I'm missing from Sylvania is Scott Lewis.
Scott is gonna, hurt his knee the other day, and we're probably gonna miss him for probably about 2 to 3 weeks. So he's the one guy that starting the season might be questionable for Idaho. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.